We are the heart and soul of the community. We are WOKB 1680.
Welcome to another edition of Real Family Talk.
Hello.
This is your host, Jay Real. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday night.
Hello. Welcome to Real Family Talk. This is your host, Jay Real. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday evening out there. Lovely night in the city, beautiful tonight. And as always, I'm excited to be here with you on Real Family Talk. Let me go ahead and welcome my guests here that are always with me. Love these people. Jeremy's in the building. How you doing, Jeremy?
I'm good. How you doing out there? Hope everybody is lovely.
All right. And Miss McCrae's in the building. How you doing, Miss McCrae?
Hey, I'm blessed. What's going on, Orlando? And our listeners everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, we kind of national.
Yeah.
We're national, man. Everybody's listening to Real Family Talk, man. Remember, the phone number up here is 407-894-1680 is the number, 407-894-1680. So if you want to join in our conversations, please feel free to call. Remember, you can also listen online, WOKBradio.com. So real quick, man, I want to jump into some news stories, man. This one, man, every week leading up to May 6th, I'm going to mention this. Every week leading up to May 6th, I'm going to mention this, man. Of course, what's happening May 6th, that's what the people are wondering. That is when the runoff happens, people. The runoff of District 5 between Juan Lineham and Regina Hill. That's when it's going down May 6th. I'm bringing it up because, we talked about it a couple weeks ago with Ms. Jasmine Burney, mentioned last week. Only 10% approximately of the voters that could vote in that particular election for District 5 commissioner showed up to vote. So 10% of 20,000, about 2,000 people showed up. So 18,000 people stayed home, forgot the election was going on. So I'm going to do my part, man. Every week up until May 6th, I'm calling you out, District 5, 18,000 people. Go vote, man. Decide who you want. Pick the leader that will lead District 5 moving forward. There is a change of guard happening there. Daisy Lineham is retiring. She's held that position for a long time. And now it's time to pick a new leader for District 5 that will be a voice of the people, man. May 6th is going down, 18,000 people. Where you at, man? They looking for you. And the other 2,000 that showed up the first time, they looking for you too. So 20,000 people need to show up May 6th and decide who you want to vote for, man. May 6th. Last week I put a call out. I said, I don't have any personal stakes in this particular election because I don't live in District 5, but man, I'd love to hear from the people. What are the people thinking? 407-894-1680. Give me a call. I'd love to hear from people who live in District 5. What do you think about the two individuals that are running to be the commissioner of District 5 to lead that particular district moving forward? Love to hear from you, see what you have to say. 407-894-1680 is the number. Give me a call anytime tonight during the show. I'd love you. I don't care if it's off topic at the moment. Call me. Tell me what you're thinking. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear from the people. Some hot topics, though. Did you see the latest edition of People magazine is out?
Whoop, whoop.
And you have Lupita. You probably know how to. Lupita. How you say that? Thank you.
Come on.
She is the most beautiful person in the world according to People right now.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Huge.
That is amazing. I cannot believe. I am shocked.
She's beautiful.
She is beautiful, but I'm shocked that People magazine decided to put a dark-skinned black woman with natural hair as the most beautiful woman in the world right now. I'm blown away by that.
I'm going to buy 10 copies.
You ain't buying
just so it can sell.
I'm just amazed that she was the one that they chose. You know, not that I don't think she deserved it, because clearly she's a very beautiful woman, but I'm surprised that that's what they chose.
Yes.
But that's awesome, man. Surprised though.
It's awesome.
It's awesome,
it's
but
outstanding.
I'm surprised.
It's amazing, and that's the problem. We should not be surprised. Unfortunately, it's only the second person of color as a woman to make the cover. Miss Halle, we got to give her props.
Oh, okay.
But now
it's Halle Berry. You know?
We have two.
Everybody loves Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Some of us like Lupita more.
Lupita.
I'm gonna say it's a tie, brother. I'd take either one. That's all.
Excuse me.
I'm just saying, brother. If I had a choice, if I had a choice in the matter,
I'm trying to make sure the phone ain't ringing right now.
The phone's not ringing right now.
I thought it was.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Check the call ID.
Well, you check the call ID.
Get in trouble.
Nope, I'm not in trouble. Some other things happening, man. I found this out today. Columbus Short. Why is Columbus Short like still in the news for negativity? That's what I don't understand. But apparently, here's the thing that surprised me, though. Apparently, Columbus Short is a singer. Did you know he was a singer, Ms. McCray?
Yes, from Cadillac Records, the soundtrack. He actually performed some of the music from
Did
Cadillac
he?
Records.
Really? I had no idea, Ms. McCray. But apparently, he has a new single that he's promoting, Ms. McCray. That's what I found out today.
Yes.
Had a new single he was promoting called Gave Ya. I listened to it, Ms. McCray. Have you listened to it?
I have not heard it.
You have not heard it. I listened to it today because I was like, Columbus Short sings? So I had to go find out, Mr. Cray. Not, it's not bad, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty good. I'll give it to him. It's pretty good. But he was catching flack, though, apparently for his appearance on Tom Joyner the other day.
Yes.
He had to release a statement and apologize. I was listening to another program that actually went back and played his interview. And quite, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Gray. I didn't hear nothing that needed to be apologized for. He apparently mistakenly said the N-word on the air. He quickly apologized for it, and then in describing his song, which is about, it's called "Gave Ya," but the song is about women being more proud about their natural beauty. So no makeup, no weaves, just whatever God gave you. Enjoying that natural beauty. That's what the song was about. And so in describing that, I guess some people think he went afoul in the way he described it on Tom Joyner, so he released another statement to apologize to the people for saying the N-word and for offending women. It's like, really? I don't know. I heard it. Did you hear the interview, Ms.
I did.
Were you offended by it?
I mean, it was just odd. It was strange. And then with Jay Anthony talking about maybe you shouldn't do interviews, brother. And I mean, at that time it was at 4 something on LA time. He said he was coming off from the Scandal finale party, so maybe he was a little wasted and should not have gotten on the radio like that. A little bit.
You think that might have worked?
Publicist step in. Ooh, Columbus. Let's water. Let's sober you up before we put you on the radio.
Then conduct the interview, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I got from it.
Is
and I
that
was
what you
like,
got from
okay,
it?
he's yeah.
I think people are just way too sensitive these days.
Sensitive.
We people just way too sensitive. Okay, so he mistakenly said the N-word on the air. Okay, he apologized for it very quickly. Move on. Like, what's the big deal? Why do you need to apologize in a prepared statement later because you mistakenly said the N-word on the radio? Like, really? To another black person at that. Come on, man.
That don't make it right, J. Real.
I'm not saying
But it makes it excusable, though.
I'm saying it makes it excusable.
Does it really?
Yes, it does.
No, it
doesn't. Because this is why. From this, I ain't just put the characters on that show. Everybody on that show use the N-word when they turn the mic off. So I'm just saying, they do.
Exactly.
They do.
Which is why it's not, and they weren't even offended by it. They just moved on with it too.
They laughed.
Probably
it.
because it was funny.
They had
I would have laughed.
Right. Because he was trying to do his professional thing, and then he had one of those moments where they had said something. He was just like, and it happens. Yeah, politically correctness. He shouldn't have did it, but come on. A prepared apology about it, though, Mr. Craig?
We'll see.
People too sensitive, man.
I believe Harrison is gone, though.
You think he got shot on the
We might not see Harrison next season.
He says he didn't get shot, Mr. Craig.
He said that. Yeah, but he also said they were at the table read, and then they asked him to come shoot this scene that he wasn't expecting to shoot. Therefore, that told me the higher ups made a decision. Tap him on the shoulder, tell him he don't need to read this part. Just come on. Come with us.
Or like they do.
Shoot this scene real quick.
They asked him to shoot a scene so that people would talk about what's going to happen to Harrison.
I don't know.
That's very possible too, Miss McCray.
I don't know, because prior to that, when they did the table read for the finale, he had those 2 run-ins before that major arrest.
Right. I remember.
So that, Shonda was like, off with his head.
She certainly left it open for
off
interpretation.
With his head.
She certainly left it open for interpretation.
If I may interject.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you kill all of them? Because I don't watch that mess.
Okay, well, you can just stay where you need to stay. Don't be talking about our show.
I don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Well, then don't.
I don't drink the Kool-Aid. Nobody watching all that crazy
You
stuff.
Watch what you want to watch. Don't you
You
talk
may
about
not
us.
drink the Kool-Aid, brother, but trust me, there's some great writing going on the Scandal program.
There's some great writing going on in the Bible, too.
Okay.
It is. I'll agree with you. But nonetheless.
Tupac got some great writing.
All right.
Tupac.
I won't talk about that.
Okay, move on.
Tupac does have some great
I just don't do this. No, I don't do the soap opera thing. Just because you put it on at night and put some black
It's
people
not
in
a
it.
soap opera.
Don't make it not a soap opera.
It's not a soap opera.
It's not a soap opera, brother.
Okay.
It's not the what's that show on Network?
Oh God, Have and Have
The
Nots.
it's
Now
nothing
that's
like-
a soap opera.
Nothing like the haves and has nots, brother.
That's a
Sounds
soap opera
to me. Can I please just?
See?
Can I please?
Have you
tune in
ever seen a
can-
full episode of Scandal?
Yes, I have.
Full?
Yes, and I was quite irritated actually.
Mm-hmm. I bet you.
Can I please just
Talking
turn my
trash the whole
Facebook
time.
on and just look for somebody's birthday without somebody telling me what happened on the whole show?
No, you can't.
No, just stay
I mean,
off.
please.
Stay
Oh,
off.
How about
social
y'all
media.
just stay off Facebook
No.
and watch the show?
No, we do.
Just
That's
watch the
part.
show.
That is
It's-
part of the experience.
It's part of the experience these days. You
Part of the
notice,
experience.
no matter what's
Okay,
going
let me ask
on,
y'all. Do y'all
Anything.
go to the movies and update on the movie the
No,
whole time?
because
you watch it?
everybody's not watching the same movie that you're seeing.
Everybody
but
ain't
when
watching
something is on in the majority of America,
The majority, you really
or
think the
whatever
majority of
the
America-
millions are watching, there are millions tuned in at the same time. Whether it's Scandal or the Super Bowl or the Grammys or
unfortunately, the Real Housewives
Real,
of Atlanta.
okay, yeah, now that.
I would rather
Or-
watch that than watch Scandal.
Excuse me. Turn off your mic.
At
Turn
least it's
turn it off.
honest.
Mute. It is not honest.
It is.
That's
honest.
what's even worse.
They being fooled. They being themselves.
No, that's even more scripted than scripted TV.
That's true.
I don't
Every
know about
scene is scripted and rehearsed.
that. Well, I'm not
and
saying I
prepared.
ain't saying that, but I'm just saying.
Okay. Anyway, the point of the whole live tweeting and being on Facebook, it's this whole
mess
new
up people's wall.
experience
That's
now.
what it's supposed to.
It's-
Just stay
it's-
off.
It's
Just
the
stay
new.
So now I
It's
can't
the
get on
new thing.
Facebook.
No. Yeah,
No.
you deal with it or just
See,
stay off.
that's what we call bullying right there.
No,
See?
you just
I'm
deal with
offended.
it.
I'm gonna file a lawsuit.
You know, as a matter of fact, if you look at it, that's the modern way of advertising.
Yeah.
I didn't say
everything
nothing wrong with I just
everything
said,
is
okay, now
tied
let me-
into it.
can I-
So,
let
so
me
that
ask
the
y'all
more
a question.
popular you are
Let me ask you a question.
on social networks, the more
Let me
advertising you
let
can
me
get
ask
in other
you
places.
Scandal people a question. How many of y'all getting a check for advertising on Scandal on
It
Facebook?
doesn't matter.
That's-
No,
that's
no,
all
no.
I'm
I'm not
trying to say.
talking about.
Doesn't matter.
It builds
That's
up. So
all
the
I'm trying to say.
advertisers are building on the popularity about the fact
That's-
that people are
I
talking about it.
simply
so
answer
it
the
builds
question
more
for me.
momentum.
Answer-
You can say that about everything that you do
It's
in
the new
life.
media.
Are you getting a check for driving the car you drive? Are you getting a check for
No,
the
it's
clothes
not
that
the same
you wear?
because I don't go on Facebook talking about my car.
It don't matter though.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about particularly
In
Facebook.
all-
I'm on Facebook.
In
Can
all
I
fairness,
please?
though,
Can I
your
please?
car is 20 years old.
No, one of my cars is.
That's your brother
One of my cars is.
throwing shade.
I don't know what he throwing shade for. He should have wished he got one. Maybe he would have been through them 10 cars since I got my car.
Throwing shade.
Oh,
Now ask
man.
him about that. Ask him how much money he
But
spent.
I know the Camry
I'm
lovers
sorry.
are talking about
we
Camrys.
in a whole nother thing.
Camry lovers are talking about Camrys though. But that's what they do. They have whole commercials about how they buy nothing but Camrys. Mr. Cray is a testament to that.
I do. I love my camera.
I understand that, but
But,
that's Toyota putting on the commercial.
Yes,
love
it
it.
is.
That is
but
not-
it's also true.
it is
Miss
not the
McCray is
executive producer.
she is the black woman in that commercial. What did you buy me? A Camry or a Camry? A Camry.
Camera.
Well, I never seen that on my Facebook wall, but I have seen Miss McCray and some other family members updating me on Scandal
Yeah.
every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, play by play, brother.
Yeah.
Can you just watch the show?
It's
No,
like- it's like
but
sports.
see, you don't understand. We do it
I
on the
understand.
commercials.
It's not a commercial every 30 seconds.
We do it on the commercials.
It's not- okay,
It's
let me
not
be liberal.
posting every 30 seconds.
Every-
I do
okay,
it on
every-
the commercial breaks.
No, you talking about you. When I say y'all, I mean y'all Scandal people.
Well, yeah. I don't know
As
how
a whole,
they are paying
y'all
attention.
update every minute.
It's what they do, man. It's no different.
But
than,
it's not just scandal, though.
It's no different than how they comment on sports. To be honest with you.
Absolutely.
It's really the same idea.
No, it's not the same idea.
Television
Yes.
show.
No, it's not.
I didn't even watch the game, but I knew somebody got a nasty dunk.
That's different.
The other. How is that different?
That's something that somebody need to know.
Really?
Nobody need to know what happened on
See,
Scandal.
just move on.
Come on now.
No, because you're not interested in it.
Dwayne Wade come
then
down the
it's a
hole
problem.
and dunk on somebody. That's something I need to know.
Is it?
If I wasn't watching.
Is it really?
Yeah, but I don't need to know what happened on Scandal. It's not important.
Oh man,
It's not relevant to my life.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or any of y'all's, actually.
In
Y'all
all,
just
in
wanted
all
to
fairness, there's
Whatever.
somebody that can speak to the non-relevancy of everything.
Thank you.
But brother,
We're not talking about
it's the
that.
same
We talking about
concept.
Scandal messing up my wall. That's what we talking
It's the
about.
same
Stay off
concept.
Facebook, bro.
It's the same concept.
See,
but,
that's bullying. Nah, I can't go on Facebook.
That's you can. You just got to deal with
See
what
what
you
I'm
see.
Or get you some new friends, brother.
I'm going to
Hey.
have to redo my friends list.
That's
to
it.
redo your
There you
friends
go.
list.
I need more white people on that wall. That's what I need.
They watch it too.
That's what I need. But they
They
don't be.
watch Scandal too.
They don't be posting.
Yes, they do. My white friends do
That's
on my
yours.
Facebook page.
On my Facebook page, and nobody talking nothing about no scandal.
You
We
can
talking
always
about
be
vacation,
like
fishing, the kids, soccer games, all that kind of stuff.
You can always be like I heard a story. Selena Gomez deleted all her followers. I mean, everybody she was following on Instagram. So she's got 0 people she's following now. So she got rid of all her little friends. So you can be like her, man. Start over.
No, please don't put me in the same.
Just by yourself.
Do not put me in the same.
Start
sentence
over,
as
brother.
On your
Selena
own little
Gomez.
island.
Start over, brother, because it's gonna be hard to get rid of some people that don't watch Scandal.
Don't put me in the same sentence as her.
But we'll keep it moving, man. They got something going on. It's going to start every Thursday down at the Pine Hills Community Center, Performing Arts Center, which is located at 5600 West Colonial Drive. It is being sponsored by Not My City. It's called Boys Are Born, Men Are Built, is the quote by Derek Triplett here. And it's going to be a monthly meeting of young men and providing some mentorship for them every Thursday down at the Pine Hills Community Performing Arts Center, 5600 West Colonial Drive. If I'm not mistaken, that's right there behind where the old Burger King used to be, right there on the corner of Kirkman.
Used to be a Burger King.
It used to be. That's why I said it used to be a Burger King. Right there on the corner of Kirkman and West Colonial Drive. That's where that's located. So if you're familiar with the city, right there at the corner of Kirkman and Colonial Drive, every first Thursday, starting this Thursday, May 1st. It's going to be every first Thursday starting May 1st, a men and young boys empowerment meeting, man. We're trying to build our young boys, something that we need, because that's what we need. We need more powerful, strong black men so that we can lead our communities to a stronger place moving forward, generation by generation. So first Thursday, every Thursday, May 1st is the beginning, and it'll be every first Thursday starting May 1st. So let's talk about our topic tonight. Ms. McCray, I'm going to let you introduce this since you brought it to me. So go ahead, Ms. McCray.
All right. So last week, the big phenomenon was the blood moon, where about 3:45 for Orlando, because I looked it up, the peak time for the blood moon was 3:45 a.m. I set my alarm. I actually overslept, so I missed it, but I wanted to see it, and we actually have 3 more happening this year. And I mentioned it to several people, not just one, and I was met with, black people don't do that. Black people don't go and look at the moon in the middle of the night. Like, black people are not interested in the blood moon. And then it made me think, and I caught some articles about something else about being black enough and what is the black experience. That's not part of the black experience. And I meant, what does that mean? What is the black experience? So because I was interested in the blood moon, I get my black card challenged. I'm no longer black because I'm interested in science and the stars.
I wouldn't say you ain't black, but we probably would have to challenge it, though.
Why?
I'm just messing with you.
But why is that? Why is that the case? And so we posed that question, and I got a lot of great responses from people on my Facebook page, and it's something that's happening more and more in our community, and it's always happened. I remember being a young girl. Oh, you talk like a white girl. What? Because I speak English well, you can understand me. I'm a white girl. Like, we can't speak properly. My mother was a speech pathologist. If I came in the house talking trash, I get popped in the mouth. Now, sure, when I'm with my friends, I could talk slang and have that. We all have that switch, that code, or we should, when we're in in public or at work, where we can speak the King's English. And then when we're just chilling with our family, real family talk, I can kick it. I could say kick it and chilling and all that. But I know when to flip it. So part of that it continues in our community being Black enough. What is the Black experience? Are you saying that because my parents are still together, my father's in my life, I'm an educated Black woman? Like, what? Am I not Black because we didn't grow up in a hood? I've never shot a gun before. Never shot a gun before. Like, I mean, what is it? Never been arrested. What is it?
407-894-1680 is the number. 407-894-1680 is the number. Give us a call. The question Ms. McCray has posed is, what is the Black experience? And then as a side note to that, is there anything that can be done that really someone should call your Black card into question?
Yeah.
Is there really anything you can do to really call somebody's Black card into question? But what is the Black experience? 407-894-1680 is the number. 407-894-1680. Go ahead, Ms.
The one thing I can think about that can get your Black card, quote unquote Black card, pulled is your self-hate and your self-discrimination of yourself and Black people. That, to me, will get your Black card pulled.
A question I posed is,
if you don't like your people.
Question I pose is, can kayaking get your Black card?
Yeah, I think we have to.
It's interesting.
I think we got to pull it out.
And all of them too.
Yeah.
We don't kayak.
We can't
fall down no river.
But what's the problem with it? It's different, sure.
Oh yeah, it's different, all right.
But
different not to come back.
That's Kershaw, ladies and gentlemen.
There's some things you need to be aware of, absolutely. But we can try it. I've been to Wekiva a few times. I'm probably not gonna go again because I saw a gator and it was a little too close to the canoe.
And I won't do it again.
Yeah.
I've been to Wekiva. There's nothing wrong with going to Wekiva, but I ain't gonna get in no kayak.
Well, that's what I mean. Like on the river when you can get on the kayak and rent it and go up the stream to the
inner tube don't work. I mean, a boat.
No, it's in the canoe. It's a canoe or a kayak.
Well,
that's the difference.
Yeah.
I know there are two. You can choose a kayak or you can choose a canoe.
I choose a boat.
It won't fit a boat.
Yeah. Something I know the gate ain't getting into.
If you can't choose a boat, you choose not.
I choose not to go.
That's why in the middle of going upstream or downstream, I saw a nice little baby gator decide he wanted to float with us. So guess what? Pete McCray decided that was going to be the last time that she went. But I tried it. It's what I'm saying. It was nice. It's okay for us to explore and go outside our box.
There's nothing wrong with exploration. Nothing at all. But what we don't do is stare death into face on purpose as a whole. Let's say that.
Well, and I read, like Ms. McCray said, she posted it on Facebook the other day, and she got quite a few comments about it. Speaking of the Black experience, what's interesting to me is we come up with this concept that there's a Black experience, but when you look at other cultures, I don't really see the concept of there's a white experience. Everything is just white.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
But for us, there's certain experiences that we are stereotypically assigned to, and then anything outside of those stereotypical assignments now is, questionable to whether or not you are Black. I read an article. I was reading some articles. Believe it or not, somebody wrote an article about what the Black experience was in America.
Yeah.
Imagine that. But, some of the things that he talked about in his article was Black experience, going to church all day Sunday as a child.
Yes, that's part of it.
That is definitely.
Well, let me say, I think we're the last generation.
We probably
because
are.
They don't even have church all day no more.
No, they don't have church all day no more. They don't even have church 7 days a week no more.
Right.
Like they did when I was growing up. We was in church all week. Monday through Sunday.
Doing something at the church.
Doing something at the church.
Call you down to the church just to dust the pews off. I don't know. Just come to the church.
Just come to the church. They don't do that anymore. But that was a big part of, at least, for some people, not all of us, but for some people, part of your black experience was being at church all day Sunday, going at Sunday school at maybe 9 and then leaving at the Sunday service at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
And then coming right back at 6 and then doing YPWW.
Yep.
And then Sunday night service after that.
And then Sunday night service.
So that was a big part of my black experience as a child.
Then you had to get up and go to school the next morning, and don't dare wake up late. What you sleeping? Like, excuse you? I ain't get no nap yesterday.
I was at church for 13 hours. So
I ain't say that though, I ain't crazy.
So I mean, that's, for some of us, that was a part of our black experience, and I met some people who, I was like, wow, you ain't go to church all day during the week? Man, that was just me. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't go every day of the week either.
You didn't go every day of the week, Mr. K?
You don't know what you missed.
No, I'm good.
Go ahead, but that was one of the things he talked about. Some of the other things he talked about had to do with movies you saw. Things that most black people have seen coming to America. Yeah. We've seen that Lean on Me. We've seen that watching the Cosby Show.
Sure. Scarface.
Is that part of the black experience?
It seems like it.
It seems like every black person has seen Scarface.
Seems like it. Well, I'll say all black men over the age of 30.
Yeah, maybe it's a guy thing. 'Cause I don't
it's more of a guy thing.
That is probably more of a guy thing. It's not a black thing. It's probably a guy thing.
But with that said, and I'm gonna let you finish with his list. There are some. There's a common ground. We understand that there's just some things in our culture that we tend to do that are alike. But with that, the problem then comes when we step out of that and we add more. It's as if those things are the only things we can do. Like, we can only watch Coming to America. We can only watch Scarface. We can't appreciate Clint Eastwood movies or Star Wars or something else.
Star Wars is different.
But I'm using, you know what I'm talking about. But my point is, we can have those things as a way of connecting with one another in the African American or just the black experience, because we're going to talk about, people, islanders and people who aren't just African American, but the black experience, sure. But the problem comes in when we step outside that box. I like science.
There's nothing wrong with science.
There's nothing wrong with science.
There's nothing wrong with science. I've always been, I got a science degree. I got a biology degree. So I really ain't got no problems with no science.
No, did you see the blood moon?
Did I see the blood moon?
Yeah.
I saw the notice.
Were you aware of it?
But it was really early in the morning.
Yeah.
And
you was up. I know you were up. But you went to bed 30 minutes before?
I did go to bed about 45 minutes before.
See what I'm saying?
I said I couldn't stay up.
There's your answer, Ms. McCoy.
I said couldn't stay up for another 45 minutes. But I did go, and while I did not see it live, I did go back and I saw pictures
that doesn't count.
Of it. But no, I said I need to go to bed. It's like 1:15. They said it was going to be like 2 something when it started. I was like, okay, I can't stay up to 2 something.
Yeah.
But
and I'm such a nerd. I looked up. There was a website. You can type in what city you're in, and it will give you the best time for viewing, the peak time in your city. And the peak time for Orlando was 3:45. And I set my alarm, but then I turned it off and went back to sleep. But
so you get to keep your black card then. You didn't actually look at it.
But the fact that because when I was telling the person, I was like, yeah, I set my alarm. I looked up the time, which was a peak time for Orlando. Like, that was too much for them. I was like, I was stepping outside the black boundaries because I took that much notice of, hey, a peak time to go see it, 3:45. I set my alarm. Like, I saw it in 2011. I got out of my bed, walked outside, and looked up in the sky. And I thought it was awesome.
I really don't have any problem with anything like that. Someone was telling me one time, and I'm sure somebody said I should probably get my black card pulled for this one, but I was talking to someone and they were telling me about an app talking about astrology and science and whatnot. they were telling me about an app that you can download, and with this app, you can take your phone, you can put it up to the sky, and no matter where you are, it'll show you the different constellations that you should be able to that you could see or that exist from that particular longitude and latitude.
Me that.
And I thought that was awesome. I downloaded it, and then I had to change my phone and forgot what the name of the app was.
Explain that again.
But it's an app that no matter where you are, if you turn on your app and then you take your phone, put it in the air, and then it will automatically show you what particular constellations or planets or whatever you should be able to see, had you had a telescope, what you could see from that particular vantage point that you were at. It's not giving me the side eye, brother.
I'm not giving you a side. I'm just looking. I mean,
that's pretty interesting.
Back in the day, we had telescopes.
Yeah, we did have a telescope back in the day. So
don't have one now, though.
Sorry?
I don't have one now.
I don't have one now either. But I thought, like I said, that app is awesome. Just the idea that you can just put your phone in the air and it'll automatically show you, here's this constellation, here's that constellation. And you don't have to even be outside to do it. You can be right inside your house, sitting there, put it in the air, boom. See whatever the constellation is.
Did you show your son?
Again, I forgot the name of the app when I got my new phone, so I haven't gotten it back on my phone. But as soon as I figure it out, brother, it will be back on my phone. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir, for sure. So, there's different things. 407-894-1680 is the number. 407-894-1680 is the number. Tell me some of the stuff you saw on Facebook, Ms. McCray.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. A lot of people were talking about, and basically it boiled down to like just exposure. If you expose yourself to more than the norm or what we're told that we were supposed to, things that we were supposed to enjoy, that's what it's about, really. Unfortunately, when people have a small mind or they can't think beyond the box that they're put in, then it's a problem for somebody else. I'll read a few comments. There were some awesome ones. Like, people were like really upset. They were writing some essays, so some of them are
Yeah, you did have I think somebody put 3 paragraphs and actually separated the 3 paragraphs.
I was like, yes.
See, now that right there is when we go take a black card.
No.
You take the time on Facebook.
No.
Or somebody comment to write an essay.
No, I love it. These are intellectuals, and they are putting out their
write a blog
their
or something,
points, their thoughts. No, they were doing exactly what I asked them to do. Give me feedback.
That is too much, brother. You say, leave that off of your
Come on, man. Just say, man, I ain't with you.
No, I love it. Of it all. I'm trying to decide which one, so I'm not reading the whole thing. Keep going, and I'll come back to you.
All right, you working on it. Okay, you working on it. Tell me about your black experience. What would you say your black experience was, John?
What is my black experience?
Yes, sir. What
I am my black experience. Like you said, you mentioned the being in church all day. That's part of the black experience. Playing basketball is part of, I'm going to hit you with the stereotypes. I mean, that's what I do. What else? We going to keep it all the way real?
Keep it all the way real, brother. That's part of the black experience.
Part of the black experience? Well, you're a young man. You coming up around here. You tend to experiment with things.
So that's part of the black experience too?
Yeah, to an extent I can say that because, that's thing that Miss McQuay waiting her friend to get past. We was kind of, we had a marriage for a while. You know what I'm saying? I was married to her for a while. I guess this is part of the black experience if you grow up around here.
Miss McCray says she's confused as to what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to read and I'm trying to listen. What? What are you talking about? What?
The one, what you waiting on your friend, on the law to pass for your friend.
Marijuana, Miss McCray. That's what talking about.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. I'm not the only one to listen to the show.
Yeah, no. But I'm finding that's not a black thing.
I'm not saying it is a black thing. I'm just saying. He's saying that's part of my black experience.
Growing up in Orlando, that was a part of the black experience
of our kind of generation. I would say our generation, I mean, not everybody, but, the circle of people that I was with and a lot of people I knew and bumped into and all that stuff, that's just part of it. I'm not saying that's everybody's thing, and I'm not saying it's exclusive to black people. I mean, because if you, like you say, if you get outside your box, especially if you leave Orlando, you'll find out some whole other things. Well, just let me tell you.
Well, that too, and I think just the movement in the country right now proves that that's definitely not some black thing.
Oh no, and it's really it's not even really close to a black thing. Actually, we just playing with it. To be honest with you,
I even saw, on that realm, just to kind of give you an idea, I saw an article where there was a Dayton newspaper, and they wanted to do a debate in the newspaper about the pros and the cons about legalizing marijuana. And they basically asked their reporters, hey, why don't you write the pro side? Why don't you write the con side? Ultimately, they, of course, had somebody to write the pro side. No one in the paper could write the con side. So what they did was
they let you know.
They listed, the idea. Here are the pros and the cons, and then they made an editorial note. We had no one in the office that was willing to write the con side of legalizing marijuana. And so that's how they purposed it. They had 2 pages. One had the words for pros, and there was just a big blank page for the con side because nobody would volunteer to write that particular part. No cons.
See, and like I said, that's the funny thing about it. You would think, supposedly, that's why I say that's why I say it really isn't. And when you really step outside,
it's not.
We really just playing with it.
Yeah.
Because they really on a whole nother level with it. Who you think pushing to get it legalized?
Thank you.
It's not the cancer patients.
I'm
trust
just
me.
saying. But that our friends back in the day, our friends deal with that, not us today. I found one. There were so many, but this one specifically just hit it on the head, and I was like, yes. So my dear friend, my dear soror, Jennifer Blocker, I am, because she's listening. People claim frivolous and trivial matters define your blackness. This false notion is what prevents us from individually pursuing and collectively attaining our highest potentials. By just living in this world with black skin, you have a black experience because you experienced blackness. Blackness is not monolithic. It is not one size that fits all. Rather, our blackness come from our socioeconomic and our socio-political experience, making the black experience a spectrum of which one's own falls. I may have said that wrong. She wrote that differently. The black experience is more accurately defined by privilege than it is by stereotypes. And the stereotypes boil down to black people are uncultured, unrefined, unmotivated, uneducated. If that's what it means and that's what determines whether or not I possess a black card, then I don't want to be part of that blackness.
No.
And that's really...
Then I don't think I want to be
black. I don't think I want to be part of the blackness. I don't want to be considered black if that's what it's about. And that's really what... Does it boil down to that?
Okay, can I interject?
Then we're the totally opposite.
Can I interject for a second?
And we expand so much.
She said she's listening?
Possibly, hopefully.
Hey, Jennifer, I really do love you, but come on, that's just too much.
No, it's not.
That's just a little bit too much. Just say, hey, everybody go experience their own thing.
No.
We don't. I'm just saying, okay, you do your thing. You and Mr. Frey, that's the way y'all talk.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is my thing. Your experience is your experience. Sometimes the stereotypes are legitimate because we do some of those things. Some of them are exaggerated. But if your experience is what quote unquote the stereotypical, that's just what the experience is. And I don't think there's wrong with that. Now, at the same time, too, like I said, I do agree. You can't necessarily box us in. Everybody got a different experience. Obviously, like she said, the socioeconomic thing, depending on where you grew up, what side of town you grew up, what city, state, even country, it's going to be a little different. But let's just be real. Some stuff just go get your card pulled.
But that's the problem. It shouldn't. That your point right there. That
no, you know why I should? Oh, let me tell you, case in point, and you go agree with this one. Let me tell you who cards I like to pull. When I hear brothers talking about, I don't date black women cuz, give me your card.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. The only way your card can get pulled is when you have self-hate and self-hate for your race.
Give me your card.
Of who you are.
Unless you say legitimately, like, you know what, I'm just attracted to other, this particular race, then that's your business.
Yeah.
But when it's because too loud, too
right.
that, too da. No.
When you attach a negativity and a negative stereotype to that statement, there's nothing wrong with preference.
Right.
Nothing wrong with preference.
Some people just like white
it's
girls.
when you have that negative stance behind it. That's when I get a problem.
But
that's when I have
let me
an
ask
issue.
you this though: 407-894-1680 is the number. Is there really? I mean, why do we even need to say I'm gonna pull your card, or they have to discuss, a black card at all. Why is that? Why do we even talk about having a black card?
Because that's just what we do.
Is that just a part of who we are?
That's just a part of it.
Because again, let me
ask
because
you this.
we are very stereotypical as individuals.
Yes.
And we need to categorize things to make them make sense.
Yes.
And so as a result, we put people and create this imaginary black card.
Yes.
To help define
but you know
us
what? But you
in
know
these
what?
Different sectors.
This is the funny thing. We're not the only ones that do it. If you go sit around, I bet you go sit around white people and they sit around their families. If you come in, somebody say, hey, I was down at such and such park playing basketball. They go turn and look at, what were you doing on that side of town? That's the same thing.
Right, but
you see what I'm saying?
But do we also believe that they go, oh man, we need to pull your white card?
Right.
They just don't talk like that. Let's just be honest. That's just not how they talk. That's how we express it. But they're saying the same thing. Why do you listen to that kind of music? They're saying the same thing. Why are you hanging out with them? That's saying the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? And actually, probably more on a deeper level, because half the time we say that, we're kind of just playing. We're kind of just joking. You know what I'm saying?
Whereas perhaps they
are very serious.
They're very serious. Like why are your friends black?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. No, let's be honest. Half of it be kind of jokingly. Now some people are probably serious, but ignorance is ignorance. There's nothing you can do about that.
407-894-1680. The conversation tonight is what is the black experience? Can it be defined in any one particular manner? Short and sweet. And then two, is there really anything that you can do to get your black card pulled, if you will? Is there something that you can do to get your black card pulled? Yes, sir.
Would I be wrong? Let's say if I got up at 3:45 in the morning to watch the new episode of Boondocks.
No, actually.
What's the problem?
People would say that's a part of the black experience.
I've never seen Boondocks. How about that?
Wow.
Now,
I've never seen.
I've
heard of it.
I'm coming close to your deck now.
I've heard of it, but I've
close.
never seen one episode. I don't know none of these references that people are talking about. I don't get the hype. I don't understand.
Ms. McCray, this is what I would do for you. If you would like, I got season 1 and 2 on DVD. I will bring them to you.
I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. I may figure out and say, let me see what this is all about. I understand the main creator guy isn't involved this season, which is interesting.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about 1 and 2.
He's writing a new show.
Yeah.
That's probably going to offend a lot
That's
of
why
people.
I will let because that's what he does. But I will give you season 1 and 2 on DVD if you would like. So you can watch the Boondocks.
I'm okay. I'm good. I watch other things. I'm interested in
like Scandal, right?
Get this. I don't know how to play spades either.
You don't know how to play?
I don't know how to play spades.
Can you play Tonk?
I can swim.
Can you play Tonk?
I can play Tonk.
Okay, well, you all right.
I can play Tonk.
My
daddy taught me how to play Tonk.
Okay.
But
right.
I
went to FAM. I graduated from Evans High School.
Exactly.
I went to FAM, and I don't know how to play spades. You want to know why? They taught me in high school, but because I was still learning, I was never picked. I wasn't good. And so because nobody picked me for the team, I forgot how to play. So by the time I got to FAM, they were like, you don't know how to play. You can't be on my team. So nobody wanted to be on my team. So I was move on to something else when people are playing spades.
I really don't mean no offense by this, but your friends didn't like you.
I didn't care though. I had other
if you was at
interests.
FAM, you had friends. They know how to play. You was like, come on, we got to teach you how to play.
But that's the thing.
That's exactly what they
I
did,
was
brother.
busy in school. I wasn't stuck in my dorm room. I was involved on campus with SGA, so I didn't have time to just kick it and play spades. Like really, when they were just kicking it in the dorm room, I was out meeting the president of the campus. You know what I mean? Like those are the things that I was interested in.
Dr. Humphries plays
So he probably does. Dr. Humphries does a whole bunch of stuff. But my point is, I don't know how to play spades. I know how to swim. I listen to classical music. Like, I mean, what is it? And I'm as black as whatever. I went to FAM, graduated from FAM, Evans, been around black folks.
Like you were reading on that particular one comment, your black experience is really going to really coincide to what you were exposed to. And so the more you're exposed to, like for us, I know how to swim, but why do I know how to swim? I had a pool in my backyard.
See?
So if I had with a pool in my backyard, I better know how to swim. Because otherwise, I'd have been drowned and I wouldn't be talking to you today.
Right.
Because that pool was deep. That thing was like 12 feet deep.
Ain't no new school pool where they take it to 6 feet. Talk about you don't dive, man, please. We was in the ocean.
We was in the ocean as far as we're concerned. Back at that time, when you 5 years old and the pool 12 feet deep, that seemed like the ocean. But yeah, so we had to learn how to swim to survive in the place that we lived in. So, and like you said, it really all has to do with your experience, really. And we should experience these things. We should learn how to, play spades, especially when you go to FAMU.
Come on, I mean, I didn't even go to FAM, and I played it. And that's where I really learned how to play, was when I went up there.
But then I could play chess. And so nobody could play chess. So it was the same thing.
We play chess.
I was like, nope, you're not on my team. I don't want to play you because you can't play chess.
See, I like playing people who don't know how to play because then I can win.
But see, that's no challenge.
I can teach you. I can teach you how to play better as I beat you.
I spank you.
Exactly. I want the
tell
best
you how I
the
did
best.
it and why I did it.
Exactly. That's why I like playing. Not that you want to play 4 and 5 hours with people that don't know how to play spades, but you play with people that don't know how to play to coach them up to learn how to play, and then as you beat them, you explain to them after you beat them, of course.
See,
see, the reason why I won this book is because
of this.
So perhaps
I saw what you laid.
How about this? When this summer you have a barbecue, I'm gonna come over and y'all gonna teach me how to play spades. Okay. By the end of this year, I see why. You're not my friend. You just said I don't have no friends if they didn't want to teach me. So
honestly,
you're not my friend.
No, let me say, I do know how to play spades, but I don't enjoy it.
You don't enjoy
Not
teaching?
anymore. I don't enjoy playing spades anymore.
Why?
I just don't.
See, I might need to pull your black card.
Okay, see.
I can play now. Now, I can not play for 2 or 3 years and step on the table and run it, but I just don't enjoy playing.
See?
And the reason is, I don't know, see, my mindset is different. Like, my love when I grew up was basketball. Right. So to me sitting in a room arguing for 2 or 3 hours with somebody is not competition.
This is what I'm saying.
Now, if we go step outside and let's go play, let's go sweat, and let's see when you tired, are you still ready to come with it? To me, now that's competition.
Yeah. I agree. That's why I was like, yeah, y'all stay in this room all day. This little
and that was another thing too. I don't like sitting around a bunch of people too long.
Yeah, I was like,
I get irritated by that. Now, I don't even have nothing to do. I just rather be by myself sometimes. No, I can handle a few hours with people outside of my family.
Well, I can attest that was not my experience at FAMU. I had no problem sitting on the table for 2 hours running.
2 hours? I can do 2 hours.
2 to 3 hours running any and everybody off the table. I took great pride in that.
You know, it has its merits, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Part of it because I don't do everything I used to do. Back when I did everything I used to do, I could sit in a room and chill because we chilling. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. We in the room, we chilling. So, man, yeah, we can do that all day. But now when I don't do those things, I don't like sitting still like that chilling.
I got stuff to do.
I can do that now.
The point is, yeah. So, and when I tell people that all the time, you at the family, you don't know how. No, I don't.
I mean, that is weird. Let's just be honest.
No, it's not. Because even some people posted on my Facebook page, they're like, yes, I don't know how to play spades, and I graduated from FAM. So I'm not the only one. Something wrong with them, too. I'm not the only one.
But there's something wrong with them, just saying.
No, it's not.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Is there
I didn't even go to FAM. I went to South Florida, but I'm just telling you, if you go to Tallahassee, you can't play spades, I'm wrong.
Why is that a problem?
It's not it's not a problem, Miss McCray.
It's just something wrong.
It's just
whatever.
It's weird. It's just weird. I don't. To me, being at FAMU,
it's not a prerequisite or requirement for graduation.
It is a post-requisite.
As we fill out our graduation application, by the way, I ran the table.
What was your record? That's the next question. On your resume, what was your
under all my credits in my internship at Spades Champ.
What dorm did you run?
The Rattlers Den. Right, McGuinn Hall, 202. I ran the second floor in spades, so I can officially graduate.
Gibbs.
I mean,
Pattyfoot.
For real? No, that is not a requirement.
But, it is not a requirement, but like I said, it's just as often as it occurs, it's just interesting. That's all. That's what I'm gonna call it.
History. What about knowing your history? That's the black experience. Like
if you don't
know your history, that can get your black card pulled. Like
actually,
when I meet
I would
people,
disagree with you. On
I would
that.
have to too.
I would say knowing
but that's the
your
we
black
should
history, you may get your because most of the people all they really know is Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman,
and that's about
Malcolm X.
No, you can't even put Harriet Tubman. It's Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. It's the only one that you're required to know.
And there
and a lot
is
of them
the
Malcolm
problem.
A lot of people
we
know
need
X.
to know our own history.
I'm not saying we don't, but at the same time, we got to be taught some stuff, which we know we can't rely on.
But I mean, for what the information that is out there, that's something that fam does teach us. We learn history in classes. There's always, even in our history class, there's always that slant of the African American experience to what we're learning.
I didn't get that.
You left the school. That's why
I was in science.
And you didn't go.
I'm just saying I didn't hear about it. I know a lot of people there, and nobody told me nothing about
But
African
that and knowing
they told me what happened
the
on
lyrics to Lift Every Voice and Sing, like
they told me what happened on the set in '93.
that's what it's about. That's what we should be talking about. Your black card, know your history.
Now, Lift Every Voice and Sing. I wouldn't say everybody needs to know that. Let's say that.
I was reading an article about what can get your black card pulled as well. Imagine that. And that's one of the songs on there too. You might, they describe it as if you stumble through the first stanza of Lift Every Voice and Sing, or you only come in loud and proud on the chorus.
Sing a song.
But hold on. But they say, but you may know all the words to move like Jagger.
Right. Thank you.
You might need your black card.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
These are the things that I'm talking about.
Hey, I'm going to read a couple more of these because a couple of these were kind of funny to me. One of the ones he says, if you don't get teary-eyed watching The Color Purple, Women of Brewster Place, or that Disney commercial with the little boy talking to his grandpa in sign language, you might need your black card pulled.
Color Purple, I can understand.
That's funny.
Maybe Women Brewster's Place because that's more of a woman thing.
When the baby puts the thing in the socket, and that breaks my heart.
Here's another one.
Nah, you know what broke my heart? Hold on, but you know what broke my heart? And Color Purple went at the end when the kids came home. Mommy.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. That whole movie. Okay.
That's what got you, bro.
That's what got me. You're like, oh God. Oh, I had to call my mom.
Oh,
Mom, I love you.
Oh God. Here's another one.
Glad they take me to Africa.
He says if you still identify folks as high yellow, or having good hair.
See,
how did that get your car pulled? I mean, that's still part of everyday life.
Red, high yellow.
No, you know what gets your black card pulled? Writing articles about it.
Okay.
That's what gets your black card pulled.
Well, we write articles about anything. It's probably more. It's more of a blog anyway. Here's another. You'll like this one too, Mr. McCray. Hold on. Where was it? I want to read it how he said it. He was talking about Kool-Aid though. Oh, here it is. If you refer to Kool-Aid as the actual flavor.
Great.
Instead of solely by its color.
How did they get your black card pulled? And that's what a lot of black people do. I was saying,
I like the purple Kool-Aid.
This is what I would say. Not knowing what somebody's talking about when they refer to it will get your black card pulled.
That's true.
Well, that's what he's saying though. If you're referring to it as cherry and not red, then you might need to get your black card pulled.
Oh.
No, okay.
That's what he's trying to say.
You want some purple Kool-Aid?
Or if you're referring to it as tropical punch
grape
instead of red, then you might need to get your black card pulled. That's what he's talking about.
Okay.
So you're calling it by the name of the Kool-Aid. You're not calling it red. You're not calling it purple.
That's hilarious.
You're not calling it yellow. You can't say lemonade. You need to say yellow. Then you might need your black card pulled.
The candy lady.
See, I'll be guilty.
What about drinking? What about drinking? Would it get your black card pulled if you drink juice instead of drink? And if you drink, you don't know what I'm talking about. Instead of drinking apple juice, instead of drinking apple drink, you drink apple juice. Or instead of drinking cherry drink, you drink cherry juice. Would that get your black card pulled?
You don't even know what he's talking about, man.
She got no clue what I'm talking about.
She got no clue what you're talking about.
Apple juice. Like, what do you mean apple drink?
If you go to the grocery store, there is a product referred to as
I'm getting further in your deck, Mr. McCray. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
See, there's that socioeconomic. There's that.
That's all I'm trying to tell you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your deck.
We could afford Mott's apple juice.
Honestly, you're really talking about a 50-cent difference.
As you were saying spades, I think you might be reneging a little bit.
I know the terminology. I just don't know what that means. What else?
What else did he say? Hold on.
It's green.
I've never heard of apple drink.
You never heard of apple drink?
Tang. Heard of Tang.
You heard of Tang? Did you drink Tang?
I used to drink Tang.
I was like, well, we used to kill Tang back in the day.
Yeah. But see, there's some
I didn't want no orange juice.
I
didn't want no orange juice. I wanted Tang.
There's nothing wrong with having a commonality. It's when we step outside of that. That becomes a problem. That's when there's a problem.
Here's one for you, Mr. McCray. He says, you only believe the only way to celebrate your daughter's blackness is to give her a name ending in some variation of Ika, Isha, or Ima.
What?
So your daughter's name is, Tanika, or it's Aisha, or
Okay.
it's
Clearly, my name is Phyllis.
Kalima.
So there it is. Moving on.
I'm reading the article, Ms. McCray. I'm not suggesting anything one way or another. The question that we're talking about tonight, what is the black experience? Is there anything to get your black card pulled? For me, really, I'll be honest, the only real thing that I have that I kind of give people a side eye over is I'm always surprised when I find a black person that wants to like bungee jump, wants to skydive.
I have all of them.
Like that. Those are the ones I just like. Really, black people want to skydive?
Yeah.
And bungee jump?
Yeah.
Are we really
One of my
doing that?
best friends has still been trying to talk me into it. I'm like, girl, no, I'm not
That's
gonna
the one
do
that
it.
get me.
I'll hold up
'Cause
a sign for her when
We're
she
typically
comes in.
not into dangerous events. You know what I'm
But
saying?
see, that's the thing.
'Cause you think about
Typically.
it, the bungee jump. You've seen so many people that are like, oh, they just measured the cord wrong by about 2 feet. It's like, how do you measure the cord wrong by 2 feet?
That's all I was just gonna say.
Like, somebody need to get that together before I put this big stringy cord on me and then fall, however many feet down to the ground. And I'm supposed to just spring back up.
Exactly.
Because he measured the cord correctly.
Why am I relying on somebody? See, that's what I'm telling you. Staring death in the face on purpose and not making no money doing it.
Or the idea, let me get this straight. You're going to take me in this plane, this safe plane, and we're going to get 10, 15,000 feet in the air, and you're going to attach this parachute to my back.
Say, let's go.
But
And at some point, I'm supposed to pull this cord, and this cord is going to spring out a parachute that would allow me to safely land in the air. And here's the problem with that for me. If there's a problem, there's nothing you can do at that point. I mean, you're just gone.
There's nothing about it.
It's over. There's no coming back. There's no bouncy bounce on the ground. So
It's gonna be a bouncy bounce. It's gonna be a bouncy bounce.
That's the thing that gets me about that.
I mean, we don't have
skydiving.
time to go too deep into it, but a lot of the distrust comes from the way we were treated. It reaches back to slavery. So it does. A lot of the things that we're afraid to do or step outside the boundaries, we don't trust.
Nope.
The process. We don't trust the man. We don't trust that we would get a
Got
fair
nothing to do with the
shake.
man.
No.
I don't,
No, it really does.
I really don't. Not for me.
I don't think back in the day in slavery days, the man had us in the plane telling me
Well,
go push
nobody
you
was
out.
skydiving back in slavery days.
Hey, I'm
Y'all
just
missing
saying.
the point of what I'm trying to say.
Nah.
We don't have
I have to
time for me to
disagree.
break it down.
No, please, we got a couple minutes. Go ahead, break it down.
No, I'm going to sing Lift Every Voice and Sing as we exit so we can.
Go ahead. Let me
I'll
hear
sing
you.
in the background. You just keep talking.
Do I need to turn my chair around like
No,
they do on The
keep
Voice?
talking.
I'm gonna turn your mic up because I want to hear every syllable.
You keep talking. I'm going to sing in the background as we close.
I'm gonna say every syllable.
Lift it.
we waiting, Mr. Craig.
Y'all got to keep going.
Oh, we're gonna keep talking. You're gonna lift every voice in the background. As Miss McCray talks to us here and sings "Lift Every Voice and Sing" as a part of her black experience.
She sings so beautiful, don't you agree?
478-944-1680. We
Okay.
do have a couple minutes left. Go
Quick
ahead,
question:
sir.
would you get up, set your alarm for 2:30 to watch Coming to America 2 if it was coming out, and it was the only time they was playing it?
I might get up at 2:30 in the morning to watch.
And you got to be to work at 4.
Especially if I can't DVR. I probably would get up to see Coming to America too, brother. I've been waiting on Coming to America.
Would
too.
you get? Oh no, I got one for you. Would you get up on a Sunday morning at 5:30 and watch Pootie Tang 2?
Oh my God.
And only had one errand of
They
it.
sing the
Yes, I would definitely have to
I'm
get
with
up.
you. I sure enough would. You know what? I wouldn't have to get up because I would still be up because I got to see Pootie Tang.
I got to see Pootie Tang, sir.
Say the mind on the clapping.
That is a part of the black experience right there, brother. But here's what's so funny about that, but it was written by a white man. Is that
That's funny.
It was written by a white man.
That's
Imagine that though, man.
But he got co-signed though. That's why.
He did get
He got
co-signed.
co-signed. That's why.
Yeah, co-signed by several black brothers. But yeah, man, the black experience, that's what we're talking about this evening. discussing what is the black experience. Ultimately, you know, to sum it up, there is no black experience, man. Do what you do, enjoy what you enjoy, and forget what anybody got to say about it.
I just want to let our listening audience know that Ms. McCray is reading the words on Google. Just in case you think.
I know it. I know it. We have.
I'm talking about word for word. That's why she's stumbling a little bit. She's like, okay, I messed up.
I'm laughing at y'all. Then why?
She ought to get it word for word. I know it.
Have come treading
Who wrote it?
Through the James Weldon Johnson.
Oh, man. Mr. Cray is serenading us with Lift Every Voice and Sing, man. We want to, we're closing out here, man. We want to thank y'all for listening in. Real quick, I want to advertise again. Starting May 1st, starting May 1st, and from as of May 1st, this will happen every first Thursday of the month for the rest of the year, at least until they say we're going to stop. But happening at the Pine Hills Community Performing Arts Center, 5600 West Colonial Drive. Not My City is having a gathering of men and young men, old men, as a mentoring project. They're starting every first Thursday of the month starting May 1st. Pine Hills Performing Arts Community Center. Again, if you're in the city, it's right there on the corner of Kirkman and West Colonial Drive, right in that plaza right behind the old Burger King. I don't know what happened to Burger King. I can't imagine a Burger King closing. But right behind the old Burger King that used to be on the corner for years and years and years, but it's now been shut down, is where the Pine Hills Performing Arts Community Center is. So again, man, we want to thank y'all for listening. We tune in next week, 9 p.m.
I want to say something real quick.
Yes,
Let's say a happy birthday shout out to Miss Monica.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yeah, today is her birthday, Miss Monica.
Happy birthday,
Miss Monica. Happy birthday, Miss Monica. We love Miss Monica here at Real Family Talk, man.
She inventing lyrics now. I never heard that part. I never heard that part. I'm just
never
saying.
Heard that part before, brother.
Y'all don't go to the third verse.
I'm just saying. I never heard
She
that.
went all the way to the third verse, brother. That's why we
never heard that.
Our native land. Play ball.
That is Mr. Curry.
You mean throw the jump ball up. What you mean, right? Throw the jump ball up.
She is singing Lift Every Voice and Sing, man. We'll see y'all next week. This is WOKB 1680 AM, your urban empowerment inspiration station. Good night. You can follow us on Facebook, Real Family Talk. You can follow us on Twitter, Real Family Talk. The website, realfamilytalk.weebly.com.
WOKB, Winter Garden, Orlando.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far, you think we've gotten too radical with our